strikeouts for Cortez, 4 in a row.
We keep the lead. Swing and a drive. Well hit to left. It may go. Back towards the wall is Thomas. At the fence. Gone. A home run. A grand slam for Pete Alonso.
I'm walking here.
And the pitch is ripped to deep right field. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Oh, he hit a bullet. Another Judgian blast.
If you know what happened in the Met game, don't say anything. I taped it. Hello.
And Lindor lines it into center field. Base hit, and the Mets win the ball game.
I love this town.
This is WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College 90.3 WHPC.
That is right. If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you going to call? 516-572-7440, of course. This is WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College 90.3 WHPC. I am Matt Leonard, joined by Joshua Umahi. Josh.
Yes.
This is the best day of my life.
Oh, you're Sue? That's crazy. What a coincidence. What a coincidence.
This is the greatest day we've had in a while in New York sports. Let's get to everybody else.
Absolutely.
Kory David, how you feeling today, my friend?
I'm on cloud nine. I can't see nothing. Right now, only thing that's playing in my head is that Drake party, that party album. I'm just listening to nothing but party right now.
That and the Ghostbusters music here.
Yes. Because who you gonna call? It ain't the Brooklyn Nets next season.
Mauricio Mendoza, what's up?
Chilling, man. I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of rumors about this trade, man. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting goosebumps. Literally. I just hope he doesn't do what he did 2016, man.
Go to the Warriors?
Yes.
No.
What is he going to do? Go to the Bucks?
Could you imagine he goes to the Warriors?
That would be a huge low blow.
History does repeat itself.
Gina
That
Halstead.
is true.
Yeah. Gina Halstead,
that
what's
just
up?
That just proves he can't win a title on his own.
Gina Halstead.
I mean, as a Knicks fan, every single misery for our organization that happens, whether it's New York or not, it pleases me because if we can't be good, nobody can. So I'm just happy that the Nets are blowing the spot up.
You know what I just seen the thing? I was like this. When Kyrie opted into his contract, he was like, man, we gonna make it this year. KD hit him with that Magic Johnson. I ain't gonna be here.
Oh, man. All right, so if anybody out there has not heard the news, first of all, if you're a sports fan, you haven't heard, you're living under a rock for the last hour. And in case anyone's wondering what we're talking about, Kevin Durant has requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets. Why? I have no idea. I don't really care. This is amazing.
Amazing.
This is incredible. The Nets' downfall is imminent. They said they're keeping Ben Simmons. The news just keeps flooding in and making me happier and happier.
Bro, I'm like refreshing social media so fast, looking for like more nuggets about this, because like you said, this really came out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, like Kyrie's, I'm gonna stay and play with Kevin Durant, and we said it on Tuesday.
Exactly.
Woj called Kevin Durant very loyal. Look at this.
Look at this. You know what we also talked about on Tuesday was the fact that the Nets got to win. The Nets and their fans got a supposed win when Kyrie said that whole dare to be different stuff. And
he's being shopped too now.
Exactly. It's just all coming down now. Kyrie Irving gave Nets fans a win just for 2 days later. This to happen. Amazing. Just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
I can't believe the fact that now with all this happening, this team is now going to be mostly Ben Simmons now. Can you believe that?
What was it? It was like 2 weeks ago we talked about, it was my hot take where it was like, would the Nets be better served just giving the keys to Ben Simmons, letting him and Steve Nash develop in their own way, being done with this whole soap drama, all this stuff, like just end it all, be done with it, move forward, leave that drama behind. I think actually Nets fans, I know, again, all 5 of them, they might be a little hurt today, but if you look a year or 2 down the line, this actually might be a great thing.
I mean,
show everybody your hat on Facebook Live.
Oh, yes.
Why do you own that is the question I have.
The colors. It's all because of the colors.
Once upon a time, 2012 was like the snapback hipster era, so I was collecting hats.
Okay.
So I had this one, and I'm like, I'm never going to wear this. I'm a diehard Knicks fan. Why would I wear this?
Now we have an occasion.
I'm getting dressed today, and I see the news on my phone, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Today is the day I'm going to wear it and troll everybody.
Had to put it on like draft day.
Do you remember what I was saying earlier about a certain trade to a certain team in North Carolina?
Kory's obsessed with the Hornets. Go on.
I don't know why. Melo posting up it feels like everybody in the league is about to go on a whole recruitment trip to see who's going to win the Kevin Durant sweepstakes. But more on that, all right, so me being me, I go on Twitter a lot and I look at memes, and that's like, what was the perfect meme of this situation? Have you ever seen the thing where the Grim Reaper is going door by door? Instead,
it's Durant destroying
no. You go to Kyrie. Oh. It was the Cavs. Then it was the Celtics. Now it's the Nets. He's going on a world tour of destruction. Woo. At this point, do you want to bring? I get the talent wise, but if he gets, say when he's done with his career, will he have that same reputation that T.O. had as being a locker room, a team obliterator?
At this point, I can't see why he wouldn't. I mean, exactly what you just said. His reputation precedes him at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Cavaliers demands a trade. Playing with LeBron James. No, I want out.
And did you see that little bar Did you see that little bar that Marcus Smart threw at him?
Uh-oh.
Where he said, where people basically was questioning him as a point guard. Says, people always say, oh, he's not the traditional guard. He's not a star point guard. He said, we had a star point guard, but I was the one that got us to the finals.
That's true. Ooh. Yeah, we talk about his stint with the Celtics,
That's
too. Like, you're playing with, albeit they were young, but it was Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, all these guys. You said, oh, no, that's not good enough for me either. I'm going to go to Brooklyn with my boy KD.
and remember that play half a season.
Yeah, remember that quote he said,
I would never leave number 7.
Exactly.
I would never leave my homeboy number 7.
I would leave my boy 7 anywhere. All right.
Yeah, I was saying. My thing
he didn't leave, though. Kevin Durant's the one leaving. That's the thing.
Because he's seen all the bull stuff that Kyrie was doing.
I'm aware, but Kyrie's the one that committed to coming back and playing with Durant. And Durant says, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Just care if I said bull stuff. Bull stuff.
Bull stuff is fine.
Cool.
Did you say BS?
No, just making sure I'm good on the air.
No, say BS.
Don't pull up me, Kory.
Oh God.
Hit the button.
Don't
bring it up. No one knows about that.
It's our own.
But it's just crazy what's going on, because I feel as though a majority of us in here are Knicks fans, right?
All of us.
As soon as this news came out, it was like throwing meat to the wolves. It was like this. It was like we were going to pounce on this, and it's almost like a public jumping. It's like we gonna dance on the Brooklyn Nets' grave that's going to happen, because 9 times out of 10. They barely made it into the playoffs this year, and they almost got swept. I don't see them making it back. They're gonna go into that Brook Lopez Brooklyn Nets that when they brought the retired big three from the Boston Celtics. That type of nastiness. That's the Yep, that's the word I'm looking for. Mid. That's the type of mid activities I expect from the Brooklyn Nets going forward. And good luck with Ben Simmons being the star player of the team. Oh, don't know when his back is going to give out. You never know when he's going to play.
Here's what I want to know. Like, they have parades for championships, right? Can we have a parade for this?
Yes, this is it right here.
Can we have a parade for this?
We need to get sturdy right now.
I'm looking for parade music. Hold on a minute. Go on, keep talking.
The one thing I do want to say, though, is, okay, so on a list of teams that Kevin Durant says he wants to go to is Miami and Phoenix, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. I think one of the major pieces for Phoenix that you would have to give up is you have to try to do a sign and trade with DeAndre Ayton, right? And you just... Now, why would DeAndre Ayton try to help you out after you just came out with statements that said, oh, we can find other centers who can do exactly what he does? I'm like, I'm not going to try to help you out.
Yeah, if you're Ayton, why? Why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you?
The only card that the Phoenix Suns have is that they can try to make him a restricted free agent, and then try to force to match his contract, and then you never know who's going to actually give him the max. So it's kind of in a sticky situation.
It's the interesting thing because, again, he named Phoenix and Miami as potential suitors or his preferred destinations.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, like, looking at him in Miami, would you really think Jimmy Butler would want to leave Miami?
Why would he have to leave?
Yeah, like who would they trade for Durant? That's the question.
Hero, Duncan Robinson,
Lowry,
mad first round picks.
Yeah.
Every first round pick in the chest.
They could do it.
I don't know.
Wanted to.
I mean, yeah, I could see it, but like if it does happen and it's Butler and Durant in there, I do see them as finals contenders.
I don't. As far as the chemistry
That's
going,
exactly what I was gonna say.
If Eagles or like you
just got to think about like Jimmy Butler's presence as a player. He's not taking any crap. He's not. He's like very. He wants to win a title. He's made that very clear. He's shown it through his actions. And KD just this half effort, half just you talking trash on Twitter but getting swept in the playoffs is not going to cut it down in Miami. And if KD goes to Miami, he's going to be more worried about partying at them clubs than playing basketball.
That's my only worry.
True.
That's like my only worry because don't get me wrong, Jimmy Butler's like a modern day Michael Jordan, which some have.
Slow down with that.
Wait, no.
His mentality. Okay,
I'll give you that.
His mentality.
I'll give you that.
Not
That's
like playing
all
wise.
I'm giving you.
Yeah, just his mentality. That's all. That's why I do kind of respect.
I've
Jimmy
always
Butler.
hated that comparison. The mentality, I see it there. He has that Jordan, Kobe, whatever mentality. You know, the job's not finished. You know, whatever you want to call it, but. Playing wise, people. They were in the playoffs, Josh. People were like, "Oh, Jimmy Butler plays like Michael Jordan," and I'm like, "Then why do you lose?"
No. No.
Very fair point.
I know this is not a football versus basketball situation.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but when free agency comes around for basketball, it kind of feels so much bigger than the free agency in football.
It's huge.
Because it's like you don't know who at the drop of a dime. You're like, I don't like it. I'm not feeling their hair. Trade me.
I was just talking about this with my friends. Like, again, the finals ended on a Thursday. A week later, it's the draft. A week after that, it's like all this craziness. It's wild. It's like the NBA season truly never stops.
But you know what the thing is? We're not talking about the biggest matchup, the biggest spectacle of the year. It only happens once.
Okay.
Woj versus Shams.
Yeah.
Who can get the scoop first? As you know, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be working extra hard, especially now that this news came out. Because I think, you remember that year that Paul George left Russ and then went to the Clippers?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just, it's each year, it's something crazy that's going on.
That one came
Speaking of that, have you seen, you can bet on that now?
Bet on what?
Woj versus Shams. You can bet on that now. I know about New York. I know some of the apps are offering, like, who's going to break more news as, like, a bet. I'm serious.
And you know they actually keep
I don't think New York is allowed.
They keep statistics of this stuff.
Yeah, they do.
And I was like this. I think Shams won it last year, but usually 9 times out of 10, Woj. I'm rocking with Woj, the OG.
Woj fell off though. Ever since he got to ESPN, he been moving a little. He fell off a little bit. I don't want to say the W word, but well, now.
You know, basketball in general. You got Draymond Green out here podcasting, the new, as he calls it, the new media.
Yeah.
And
whatever.
He just lost his mind saying that Steph needed KD to win the rings and everything like that because he didn't have that killer mentality in him.
Oh.
I was like, how do you say that after he just got you the ring just now?
It's funny he said that because his whole career has been like built off the back of Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually
He's
funny.
been carried by Steph Curry. People are saying Draymond can be a Hall of Famer, and that's because of Steph Curry.
It will literally be. He's going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's going to the Hall of Fame.
Eventually.
Yes. Is it bad that I agree with him at halfway? I feel like we all know that with probably KD was a huge factor in the Warriors beating the Cavs.
Oh, of course.
Of course. That is the only thing I'm giving him. Far as that whole statement of how he worded it, yeah, I'm not agreeing with that. But it is evident that Kevin Durant really did help that Warriors team.
Well, yeah, because it basically made everyone now know that we already knew who was going to win the title right when KD went into the Warriors because
they just added another All-Star to their team.
That was the easiest bet you could have made in your life.
Yeah, the easiest because you had a player who was like at the top of his game, and you have a team that basically broke the record of Chicago with 73 wins. So it's like it's obvious. Yeah,
but Curry didn't need KD. KD needed the Warriors.
It is true.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Just to get back on this net slander real quick, it came to me like a flash of lightning, right?
Okay.
This is how Kyrie's going to put the final stake in the Brooklyn Nets, right? It's going to be a trade.
Okay.
He's going to try his hardest to get traded to the LA Lakers, right?
Okay, I can see that.
And in return, the Lakers will get Russ, Ollie, Taylor Horton Tucker. Now, just picture this. Just picture this glorious setup. 2 star players, 2 bucket getters, quote unquote. Russell Westbrook and Ben Simmons. The rims will have to file lawsuits on the abuse that they will be taking from them brick shots.
How about this nugget that I just found? So,
okay,
3 years to the day. Today,
yep,
KD and Kyrie signed with Brooklyn, and I remember my exact thoughts that day. It's funny.
Are they appropriate?
Yes.
Okay. Mine weren't.
It's funny because, and I was called a hater for this, and I probably was, but I'm like, I guarantee you this will not end pretty. For some reason that's non-basketball related, it will come crumbling down. And 3 years to the day, oh my God.
They didn't even make it to, they never made it to Eastern Conference Finals, did they?
No, they did not.
No.
So I remember Nick Wright predicted that when he first seen that he said they will never make it to Eastern Conference Finals. And the fact that never happened, it just shows that you brought two guys who were not leaders, who needed people to help them on their way. LeBron helped Kyrie. That's why I feel like Kyrie might want to go back to the Lakers due to the fact is he had that shield. As much as he clowned LeBron and saying, "Oh, that's not my father figure," or like I don't look up him and stuff like that. LeBron was really a father figure in the fact that he shielded Kyrie from that criticism. When Kyrie was just shooting and he wasn't getting anybody involved and the media tried to get into that, LeBron would be the first person that says, you know what, that's not Kyrie's job. That's my job to get everybody involved. He took up that big brother role. He shielded him from a lot of things. And once he went to the Celtics, it was basically free reign. The media could go at him any type of way, and that's what I felt like. He wasn't doing none of this, I don't like the media stuff when he was with LeBron, because he was shielded. Once he felt attacked, that's when he went on this type of rant. And then you look at KD. KD needed, in a sense, he needed the Warriors in order to get his ring because he needed that help. He needed that extra oomph. And I feel like if he's going to the Phoenix Suns, he sees that in Devin Booker and CP3. And I just think that how he's playing, how he's going about it, it just shows that he'll never be an alpha male. As far as he'll never be the guy.
Am I the only one who feels that I do not see him with the Suns simply because look at their last performance during the playoffs. When it came up to them needing to show up in those deciding moments, they didn't. And what do they have in common with KD? They don't show up in those moments who are needed. So I think it'll still be that same situation where they're going into a game and down 3-2 and they just don't perform. Or I don't see it far as him going to either teams, either the Suns or the Heat. But when we talk about 3 years ago when that news came out, was I the only one like really seeing that they would be a championship contending team?
No, you were far from the only one.
3 years, like alone.
You were far from the only one.
I kind of feared too because like at a point when I saw it happening, I was like, okay, this could be nice. This gives us hope. Like not like every New York fan. But my biggest concern is like how will these two react? Because like I feared more was like injuries or like one gets doesn't even want to show up or like they'll choke somehow. And in a way, when they lost to the Bucks, I was a little bit disappointed, but yet I saw it coming because it was bound to happen.
Yep.
We got a Brooklyn Nets trade. It's not Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving. But the Brooklyn Nets have acquired Royce O'Neal from the Jazz for a 2023 first-round pick.
Wait. No. Time out. I just want to put this in preference. Whoa. That news actually broke before the KD news.
Are you serious?
So a lot of people expected. Do the Brooklyn Nets try to say, hey, you know that trade we just tried to make with you? Yeah, it's not going through. We're not.
Wait a minute. A first-round pick for Royce O'Neal?
Think about what that first-round pick's going to be if they're rebuilding. Think about that.
Why for Royce O'Neal?
Look, they about to say stop.
What's Kevin Durant going to cost?
What is going on?
That's probably why he wanted a trade.
I'm thinking about somebody. I just seen this on Twitter. Right? Somebody said Lamar Jackson actually just said LeBron to the Lakers. I mean KD to the Lakers.
No.
Can you imagine? No. KD, LeBron, and AD. That's practically unfair.
One of these things is not like the others there, if you know what I'm saying. But
like one is look. You have two guys who are phenomenal scorers in AD and
that's just it. Two guys that are phenomenal scorers and Anthony Davis.
But no. Anthony Davis is the phenomenal scorer.
Since when?
Over LeBron and Kevin Durant?
Dude.
Hold on a second.
No. I'm saying KD and AD are phenomenal scorers.
And LeBron is not?
LeBron isn't a guy who he can score, but he's never been
30 points last year in his 19th season.
But the thing is, he doesn't even do that as his main thing.
That's true. He's a facilitator. You're right.
Yeah, he's trying to get everybody else.
But he scores 30 points a game.
But that's always been like one of the things that always been advantage. LeBron averaged all these points and got all these points without ever trying to get all this. He's never been to try to be a scorer. So That's one of the happy things about LeBron, that he's always been that scorer without trying to be.
I think Kevin Durant as a Laker would be a mess.
Well, it will be basically the nail to the coffin, and the only true team that we will really want to see is just them against the Warriors. But yeah,
I want him to go to the West so you could play the Warriors in the playoffs. That's what all I want to see.
You know what's
I don't
funny?
care where he goes.
My way too early prediction of Clippers and Warriors or the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah,
it might be a little shaky right now. If KD goes to Phoenix,
who knows where Kyrie and KD are going?
I think it's going to be Phoenix, guys.
Really?
I really do.
What are they giving up?
If Ayton agrees to a sign and trade, they have him. They could get back Mikal Bridges, who is one of my favorite players. They can get back a Cameron Johnson, guys like that. A boatload of first-round picks.
Okay.
And then you can work with that.
Do they have a lot of picks, the Suns?
No, I don't think so.
I'd have to look into that. I don't think so, actually.
I don't think so either. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I still say they don't go for it. I'm
with you.
I don't see, as far as the chemistry alone, I don't see KD really complimenting CP3 and Devin Booker's abilities.
I think Booker's a pure scorer.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt. So is Durant, and that's going to be a similar problem with the Lakers, I think.
I think
too much ball dominance.
Exactly.
I disagree with you guys. I think that'd be a great fit, him in Phoenix. And it's interesting that he named Phoenix because the Golden State Warriors win the championship, right?
Yep.
All those Warrior fans, those crazy Warrior fans going at KD on Twitter, which is funny. He argues with random fans on Twitter, but the second he demands a trade, there's radio silence. We don't hear from him. We don't hear anything from Kevin Durant when he demands a trade. He did an hour-long podcast, his own podcast, didn't say anything about
Why
this.
Why is everyone
or
on a
Kyrie.
podcast now? All these active players have podcasts now. Why doesn't LeBron have one? Is a better question.
Because
that's a good point.
It's LeBron.
The great ones don't. You don't see Michael Jordan with a podcast.
That's true.
You don't see Kareem with a podcast.
Oh,
he had to have a great podcast.
You're
Kareem's
saying
funny.
Draymond Green's not great?
Kareem is funny. That'd be a good
you mean
podcast.
Draymond, the guy who said that? Draymond, the same guy who says, I got 4 rings right now. LeBron got 4. If I get my 5th one, am I to go? That guy? Yeah, no. Not in the same class.
It's just so interesting that he named Phoenix because I actually think this might be a hot take, but if the Warriors don't win the title, because that puts a lot of pressure whether KD accepts or rejects the legacy talk or not. It puts a lot of pressure on Kevin Durant. The Warriors just won a championship without you after the whole narrative was Steph can't win one without KD. Well, now we're saying KD can't win one without Steph. So if the Warriors don't win the title, I actually don't think he demands a trade, at least not at this stage. And the fact that he named Phoenix, if he goes to Phoenix, and again, it'd be another stacked situation with CP, Booked, and KD.
Who's your big? Because they're going to have to trade Ayton. Who is your big if you're Phoenix?
Maybe they re-sign JaVale McGee. Maybe they sign a guy like that.
That's who you're going to... Maybe if Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, I guess it doesn't matter.
Might go to the Warriors and ask for a trade for James Wiseman. See if he can get any talent.
He's not going back to the Warriors.
I said James Wiseman. Get James Wiseman.
Oh, we'll get him on the Suns. I think when Durant traded for Wiseman, I was like, he's not going... They don't want him back. Him and Draymond would kill each other.
I don't even think the Warriors want to trade Wiseman, which is the funny thing. I think
I wouldn't trade him if I were them.
Yeah, absolutely not. But it's interesting to me that he really named Phoenix, because imagine a Suns-Warriors matchup, and he gets the opportunity to shut his enemies on Twitter up, saying he can't win one without Steph Curry.
I mean, think about how good the West is going to be if both Kyrie and KD go there.
Oh, my goodness.
They're the better conference already. Think about that. And the East is going to get so much weaker.
Well, no, I wouldn't want to say that. Because
really? You don't think the West is going to get even stronger with KD and Kyrie in it?
No, because I do feel like there are still some strong teams in the East. Like, you still have to...
The West is better right now without those two guys. And those guys played in the East last year.
That is a good
Clippers,
point.
Warriors, just going down the list
I don't care where they go. They can go to the Nuggets and they'll still be stronger than the
Nuggets.
East.
Don't sleep on the Nuggets either. Could you imagine the Nuggets get KD?
No, Kyrie, I'm thinking for them.
For Denver.
Give up Jamal Murray. You have to.
No. Give up Michael Porter. Give up Michael Porter Jr.
You have to give up Murray, too.
They have to give up Murray. They have to.
You got to give up your point guard.
Not giving up Murray. Not giving up Murray. I'll give up.
I'm just going on Western Conference.
I'll give up Michael Porter Jr. and Eric Gordon.
For Kyrie Irving? No.
No.
I would never accept
for KD.
Even more, no.
In the first round. No,
like 3 first rounds of those two guys.
They don't even have their next year's first round. Charlotte got that, actually.
That's true. I'm trying to look. Let's see. I'm going to go from the bottom up. Rockets, no. OKC will be interesting. All the picks they have.
They have so many assets.
Kevin Durant's homecoming, Maybe
the Knicks.
We've been talking about it.
Maybe the Knicks knew something offloading all these assets and everything like that to try to get a contract. I don't know.
No. Keep these guys away from the Garden.
Yeah.
Please.
They had their chance. They had their chance.
This is a team of young talents.
Time out. Be quiet.
For the future.
Everybody who's a real basketball, come on now. We know the Knicks are. We need a superstar.
Nah, man.
Not yet. We don't. Not yet.
Man.
We just gotta surround our players.
Are you kidding me?
This is like the same situation when you're the nerd in high school and the girl you've been trying to holler at turns you down, and then when she down bad and you up, it's like, hey, no, I don't want you back. No, I don't want you back. KD and Kyrie had their chance. I don't want them.
I'm not talking about Kyrie. I'm talking about Kevin Durant.
That's Kevin Durant. KD here.
That's Kevin Durant.
It's Kyrie's fault that he chose Brooklyn.
Are you crazy?
I don't want Kevin Durant.
I'm with Josh.
I don't want Kevin Durant here. Yeah. Sorry. You had your chance, bro.
Hey.
I'm building without.
If you're listening to
Kory,
these are the guys that are these the guys that are settled with the guys that we got.
No,
I want superstars.
I didn't say that. All I'm saying is if Kevin Durant only cost me, if he was released and you only cost me money, I would take him.
Right.
If you have to give up, what if you give up? Toppin, quickly, possibly RJ Barrett.
No, I don't want.
If it's Kevin Durant, you have to give up RJ.
If I gotta give up RJ, if I gotta give up Julius Randle, Toppin.
Would you trade RJ Barrett for again a Kevin Durant deal? Would you do that? You would have to. Would you do that?
Yes.
No, you're
tripping right now.
That's insane.
You're tripping right now. The whole reason Knicks fans like myself are celebrating today is that we actually took the time to build something. We'll see where it goes. We didn't sell our souls to KD and Kyrie and see where they are.
As bad as the Nets were, Kevin Durant was the only solid piece they had, even in the playoffs. He's the only solid piece they had. So he is literally 7 foot tall and is unstoppable to stop.
Did you see his shooting percentage at the end of that playoff series run?
They stopped it pretty good.
Yeah, they stopped him pretty good. One of the best offensive players to ever play the game, hands down, right? Mm-hmm. Jason Tatum locked that man up.
Couldn't even handle Marcus Smart.
Celtics must feel like a big man putting a double team on KD when Kyrie's not showing up. Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Okay, I give
you let Kyrie, you let a guy like KD cook, and you actually somehow manage to keep RJ Barrett, or you have some semblance of talent around him. You could do something. I feel like we could possibly build up a team around Kevin Durant better than the Brooklyn Nets did.
I have a crazy Kevin Durant conspiracy theory.
Go for it.
Dallas.
I do see it.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that.
It could be a good duo with him and Luka.
If Dallas were to get Kevin Durant with Luka Doncic.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
How would they possibly trade for him though? They're losing Brunson. That's another asset.
Sign and trade Brunson.
How?
No, Brunson's not going to sign with them.
Brunson's already, his heart's set on the Knicks right now.
Is he? You can make him a restricted free agent.
No, you can't. He's unrestricted.
He's unrestricted.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be either Kyrie and Luka or KD and Luka would be amazing. I'm not denying that.
Kyrie and Luka, I don't like.
No, Kyrie, no.
Regardless,
KD and Luka, oh my God.
Regardless, the Mavs don't have the assets to get either one right now. Losing Brunson is a big deal.
That is
for
a
them.
big deal.
That's a huge deal for them.
What do they have to get? Obviously, picks. Everyone's got picks, but they have picks. And then who would you trade that's young on that roster? I mean,
Dallas
for Durant. Doncic's untouchable, obviously.
The funny thing with Dallas, they would be in a much better position right now, but they've whiffed on so many drafts.
I know.
They have like this kid Josh Green, who they drafted over like the likes of who's in last
year's draft.
Yeah.
What pick was he?
I think he was like 13, 14.
What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. It was late.
They whiffed on
his draft was terrible.
My point, they whiffed on a bunch of guys, and while the one draft they actually hit on the last decade was drafting Luka and Brunson in the same draft
and trading for Luka too. He traded for Trey. So.
I know you said the Dallas, but what about Philly?
Oh,
for Kevin Durant.
Huh?
Could you imagine Harden?
Now, mind you, Harden just opted out of his contract.
Yeah, they have no obligation to Harden. He wants to go back. They have no obligation to him.
What he's doing is he actually is giving the 76ers leeway to actually do something and construct something, a team around.
What would you trade again to the Brooklyn Nets that you didn't already trade the first time? That is the question. That's the problem. Simmons was your big trade piece, and he's already there.
Tyrese Maxey.
Oh.
Maxey, they can go Thibault, they can go...
Tobias Harris.
Oh, no, please, no.
They can go Tobias. Maybe they could go this
Tobias
young guy,
be a
Paul
throw and
Reed.
offset money.
Yeah, obviously, because that's another thing too. You have to look at what teams have the salary to match up with the
That's
Nets.
true.
They
He
just
was
can't be
what,
drafted.
45 million around there.
Yeah.
If you were to trade those pieces to the Nets, right? Would Ben Simmons just be like, "Wait, what are you guys doing here? I thought I left you already." You keep following me.
If I was KD, I would look to go to the Grizzlies.
Okay.
That is such an interesting one.
Give up
That is
Desmond
an
Bane.
interesting
Gotta give up
one.
Desmond Bane. He's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Grizzlies could easily do it if you
Yep.
think about it.
Him or the Timberwolves. If you see what they have now, you put KD at the 4. I know that's weird.
You can put him
Possibly
at the 3 and put Edwards at the 2 if you want to.
that works too.
And
Okay,
you give up Karl Anthony Towns.
No, you don't.
no, they're not
No,
giving
you
up
don't.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Really?
You
They're
need
not
him
giving
there
him
if you're
up.
getting Kevin Durant.
Who are
Exactly.
you gonna give up?
They'll probably give up Pat. They'll probably give up
Patrick Beverly's worth nothing.
Dang, man.
He's worth nothing.
How dare you slander new media?
That's a good
How
one.
dare you?
Send
What do they
D'Angelo
got?
Russell.
Yeah, possibly.
Back to the Nets.
Malik Beasley.
Okay. If you're the Timberwolves, right?
McDaniels.
I'm thinking the Grizzlies are a good landing spot because you have to give up Jaren Jackson, right?
They could go Jaren, Desmond Bain.
Both probably.
And a couple picks maybe if they have the need to give.
Yeah.
Nobody
Dylan
has
Brooks,
mentioned. Knows the name nobody's mentioned yet.
Who?
Who was the guy that posted a picture of KD like
Dame?
2 or 3 days ago?
You're saying Dame Lillard?
Yes.
No.
Hold on.
I've been hearing so much rumors about that.
Listen.
I don't know.
Listen. I believe they have. No, wait. They don't have Robert Covington.
No.
Who
They
have?
don't. They don't anymore.
No, they have Pete. The Timberwolves. I mean, not the Timberwolves. The Portland.
Didn't they just get Jeremy Grant?
Yeah, they got.
They just got Jeremy Grant.
They just drafted Shaden Sharp.
You got
They
a
have
whole bunch
Anthony
of assets,
Simons.
and you got
Anthony Simon's a good piece.
You got to understand. I believe Portland's in the Pacific West, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was Kevin Durant drafted?
Seattle.
Oh, so you're saying it's going to come
Who
full
is playing
circle?
the preseason in the Seattle Seattle Supersonics old arena?
That's
The
true.
Portland Trailblazers. It all makes sense. Maybe Dame wasn't running from the grind for no reason. He was just waiting for a partner in crime.
Okay.
He could have a point, and not to mention, I've been seeing that all over Instagram.
I haven't seen that one picture Dame posted, but I see no traction leverage behind that. Nothing.
Really?
I mean, I just don't see the assets. That's like the Mavs. Like, it'll be cool. I see no assets except for,
Right.
like, we named a few guys. What do they want to give up is the real question.
But it's also because I feel like city-wise, because like you wanted to be like in a very nice city, like in Miami.
He wants
maybe
to be in a
Phoenix.
bigger market than Portland.
Yeah, because like it's such a. I mean, I don't want to come off as crazy, but like
No, Portland's not a bad city, but
it's
the
not a
market is very
bad-
small.
Yeah, it's the thing. What
I mean, you got for the most part you have Dame, who's been a major star out there, so it does show you that you could actually succeed in that market. And it's Kevin Durant.
Hang on. Define Dame succeeding in that market.
Adidas.
Tell me what he's done.
Dame had one of the highest selling shoes out for Adidas because of.
I'm not talking about him making money. I'm talking about what has Dame done to create success
In the
in
team.
Portland.
I mean, he took him to the conference finals.
They've been to the playoffs a lot.
What have they won?
He put that team on his back. You
What
can't
have they
deny
won?
it. They haven't,
I mean,
but
no.
he's put that team on his back as much as he could, and the help from KD would definitely be essential.
I mean,
That's true.
I mean, he took them to the conference finals against the Warriors,
And they lost.
I mean, they lost, but like that's how far they took them. So like I mean,
That's because he's a great player. I mean, he's never, except for CJ McCollum, he's never had much help around him.
That's
Nurkic is, good, but he's not like all-star.
But he's like the kind of player that's like he's so surprising. He's very entertaining to watch, and I'm pretty sure he's one of the best in Portland right now. In my opinion, better than Drexler and Walton.
Of all time, you're saying Dame in Portland?
Yeah,
That's bold.
I know it's bold, but like just by looking at him,
Those guys got rings.
wait a minute, Drexler got it in Houston. That doesn't count. I mean, he took him to the finals, but he got crushed
Do
by
you get
Jordan.
what I'm saying,
By
though?
the way, Drexler's ring doesn't count in Houston. Why not?
Well, look,
No, he's saying for Portland,
Portland's
for being
all-time.
a Portland Trailblazer.
Yeah, Portland Trailblazers.
That makes sense.
but no, Portland has a ring with
I mean, he got
Bill
him with
Walton.
Walton,
Bill
but like
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Dayton got nothing.
I love Woj just said that the Nets have already gotten calls from 18 teams.
Yes, I'm calling
18 out of the remaining 29, excluding the Nets.
I'm laughing because we're naming all these like hypotheticals. These are all probably teams that have called the Nets already.
This news broke 45 minutes ago.
This just goes to show you, like, I can't remember.
I like you.
No, just for a second. I gotta do the math. That means if each call lasted 3 minutes, that they all called in the last 45 minutes.
How many got though?
This is like the Nets telethon. You got 10 people answering phones with the Kevin Durant sweepstakes on the line here.
Hey,
this is crazy.
So you gotta hit him with that. Hey, big head, are you up?
All right.
2 a.m. phone call.
OKC is like, we'll give you 30 first-round picks.
We'll give you all of our first-round picks for the next, 10 drafts that we have stockpiled up for Kevin Durant.
There was such a weird situation, too, because you had their GM come out and say, Sam Presti, he came out and said that if we're not contending by next year's All-Star break, there's going to be some shakeups going on.
I feel like Sam Presti's going to be like Dr. Evil. We'll give you 1 trillion billion first-round draft picks.
I'm just saying, don't sleep on that possibility, and that would be comedy as well. Like KD going back to OKC, they had the cupcake,
that would be funny.
The cupcake shirts and everything. But yeah, it's just so funny when naming all these teams and hypotheticals on where Kevin Durant could go, what team could trade for him, and everybody. There's going to be more too. I guarantee, just to peep in and say do their due diligence. Kevin Durant, maybe what could we work out? Every team, it's Kevin freaking Durant.
Yep.
Come on now.
You know the one thing I just thought about? You know who's got to be laughing and just the Warriors. We just want a ring. Last time we seen you left us. Now you're looking for a new team. Oh man, we could care less about you.
I can't wait for Draymond's podcast about this.
Oh please. Oh my, that's gonna be comedy. That's gonna be amazing.
He's been wilding out, Draymond.
Draymond is. I don't like him.
He's been going crazy. What did he say the last couple of? Oh, he went at Jaylen Brown. Oh, we took the Celtics soul. He's lying that he said that I was trying to pull his shorts down. That whole weird
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And then
I don't think Jaylen was trying to pull his shorts down. I don't think so.
No, it was just
maybe Jaylen Brown thought that. I believe that. I believe he thought that.
It was a typical weird NBA confrontation where there's no punches that's going to be thrown, no slaps. It's just, he tried to pull my shorts down, or he looked at me the wrong way. That's what NBA quote unquote fights are. So. But yeah, Jaylen Brown tweeted back.
Well, nowadays, I mean, back in the day,
back in the day, it was awesome, man.
Even the fans were getting it.
Mouse in the palace.
Not the NBA.
No,
not the NBA, bro. Not David Stern back in the day.
No, we're not going to say we love Mouse in the Palace. We can't say that.
I was talking about
all this.
Say Ron Artest.
That was my favorite.
Gilbert Arenas if you want to go really bad.
With all this news about Kevin Durant, just a little tidbit. Utah is waiving Hancho Hernan Gomez.
The star of
Hustle. Yeah.
He had a good movie at least.
Yeah,
his career might not be going anywhere, but he had a good movie.
Wait, so Knicks he actually played professionally. That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
He was on the play for the Knicks, right?
His brother.
Okay, I knew the last name. It was
all
Willie Hernan Gomez played for the Knicks. Okay, my bad.
I kind of liked him.
I didn't like him. That was the era of the Knicks with Jose Calderon, and I just couldn't watch them anymore.
We were so down bad that era.
I know.
We were calling, not we, I'm not going to include myself in this, but they were calling Willie Hernan Gomez the next Marc Gasol when he came over.
I know.
I was like, oh my God, are we that down bad? That was terrible. You know what, as Knicks fans, I feel like we haven't done a good enough job laughing at the Nets.
You want to laugh at them some more?
Yes, I do.
What do you want to say?
I actually do. Because
I want to wrap this up soon and get predictions on Kevin Durant.
We spent 40 minutes killing these guys.
Keep going, Josh. What do you got to say?
40 minutes and I got some more, bro.
Keep going.
I mean, listen, the 2019, it was all the Nets are going to take over. It's going to be a Nets town, Nets world, all this crazy stuff, right? And last year, you have KD, Kyrie, you have James Harden for half the season, you have Ben Simmons who was supposed to play, and yet your revenue was so below what you expected. The 37-win Knicks were several tiers above you. So that was that. And I kind of had a feeling that even if KD and Kyrie didn't demand a trade, that the Nets owner, Joe Tsai, was like, we have the two most skilled players of all time, and we're still little brother by this much to the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden. I might just trade y'all anyway. I'm gonna just trade y'all anyway and build with Ben Simmons and Steve Nash. Build a cheaper contender. Build like maybe a cute play-in team until we get the next stage of recruiting a free agent in. This was such a failure, bro. It was a failure. Can we call it for what it is? A complete failure.
Utter trash.
Complete failure. From what was expected to how it ended and like how it ended. The toe on the line against Milwaukee, the vaccine stuff, the social media drama, and everything else with Kyrie and KD. This was such a failure, and I'm reveling in it right now. I'm reveling in it so
Good
much
for
right
you.
now.
Yeah.
This is the best mood I've been in weeks.
Yeah. It's gonna.
What a failure.
It's hands down, like I say, top 5 of possibly dream team disasters of the next.
Like what could have been.
Like what could have been. Like I mean, obviously, like it's not like Kobe, Steve, Dwight Howard, or possibly Houston when Hakeem, Drexler, and Charles Barkley.
I can give you Kobe, Shaq, Gary Payton, Karl Malone.
That one too.
Yeah, but that's different. They're past their prime.
They were past, yeah.
Hey,
you want your real what could have been that never actually happened?
Yeah.
No,
Chris Paul on the Lakers.
That?
That was like more conspiracy.
No. That was going to go through until the commissioner got involved.
Oh, yeah.
In hindsight, that's funny that was the thing that the NBA turned down. And I know it was David Stern and quote-unquote basketball reasons, which cost Kobe his sixth ring, by the way. I'll say that.
Yeah.
That did.
That's why I was mad about that trade, because Kobe was one of my favorite players, and I wanted to see him get 6. But it's funny that that's the one that got turned down when you saw KD and Kyrie to Brooklyn, KD to the Warriors, LeBron, Wade, and Bosh teaming up. Like, that's the one that got turned down, and it's funny in hindsight.
Well, those are free agent signings. That's a trade. That's a little different.
But even then, it's like, really? From all the super teams we've seen since that's the one that got turned down.
That's a good point. It's like a duo. It's not even like a big 3, big 4, whatever.
The Lakers would have traded away Gasol and Odom. They wouldn't have even kept them. They had to get rid of them to bring Chris Paul in.
That's true.
What about Fisher?
Yeah.
Fisher would have stayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 6-man rule. But it's just funny that that's the one they turned down.
I don't know. I mean, it's because it's the same reason Kobe didn't win a lot of MVPs, because they get tired of the same guys winning all the time.
So
that's true, I guess.
That's what it is, like voter fatigue with awards.
I guess we got where we figured. Everybody said that way KD might go. Where do you believe? We're just going to talk about the free agents that's available right now.
Yeah.
Where do you see guys like Kyrie possibly going?
He's definitely going to the Lakers. If he gets a chance, he's going. Yeah,
I'm on Lakers.
I see it.
If he's playing with LeBron and they've had chemistry before, and just with AD, it has to be Lakers.
Everybody says that, but I'm like, what are the Lakers going to give up?
Yeah, does that mean Russ is going to be in Brooklyn with Ben Simmons?
That's the only possibility, right?
I see that happening, yeah. And besides, why would you?
But that would be fantastic.
To see both of them together?
He'll have his triple-double again in Brooklyn, by the way. He will do it.
But them shooting is not there. It's not going to be present.
Oh, of course not.
No.
Why would the Nets want Westbrook back in the trade?
The money.
Money, man.
The expiring contract, you think?
I can see a team like I can see you trying to make a trade with Minnesota because of the fact that you got Anthony Edwards, you have Karl Anthony Towns. If you have a point guard like Kyrie, that could possibly be the guy that takes you over the next edge because you see.
Would you want to go there though?
But do you see how they had success in the playoffs? You might want to build on that success.
Yeah. I've been thinking a lot, and I think maybe it could be good if Kyrie was going to leave to LA, but not Lakers, Clippers.
Well, they just got John Wall. He's not going there.
I know, but maybe if it did happen, I do.
I would have loved Kyrie on the Clippers before they got John Wall. That's the only issue I have.
John Wall seems like the perfect fit for them.
Can you imagine the Clippers going like they see in this news like we just did this? Come on,
we just signed John Wall. That was the big move we were gonna make for the whole off season. That was the move.
Another free agent, Miles Bridges, aka. Has to be. He might look.
Hum diddly dee.
He might be in contention to be. He might either be first or second behind Dennis Schroeder in bag fumblers.
No, he's number 1.
He's one.
He is.
No, Dennis Schroeder. I can never get over how much money he gave up. He would always be tough.
But hold on. Miles Bridges was supposed to sign a max contract today or tomorrow.
Literally today at 6 o'clock.
He would have signed today at 6 o'clock with free agency opens a max contract, but he got arrested last night, and there goes that
for domestic violence.
He fumbled the bag hard.
Which is
of course. No, we're not laughing at that. Yeah. We're laughing at the fact that why would you make a colossal mistake the day before you get paid hundreds of millions of dollars?
And then he's gonna post.
Stupid.
He's gonna post posted online like an hour ago of him just in the gym. I'm like, really? You just gonna avoid everything that's gonna just happen?
It was like when Alvin Kamara played in the Pro Bowl and got arrested after.
Oh, that's a shot.
I had the shot, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Did you see the thing where they might suspend him 6 games?
Kamara?
Yes.
No.
What's his name? Mike Florio.
If he gets suspended 6 games, Deshaun's not.
Deshaun will never play again.
Exactly. What are we doing?
He's not seeing the field this year. But
is it even proven Kamara did anything?
Yo, it's funny because the story came out that his boys beat the guy.
Exactly. This doesn't prove he did anything.
Like, come on now. He's not getting 6 games.
All right, so you're saying it's a situation like Aaron Donald a couple of years ago?
Yes.
Where somebody said that Aaron Donald beat him up, but then when you look at the footage, Aaron Donald was actually being held back, and he's like, trying to break everything
clout chasing.
Here's what I got to say about that. If Aaron Donald beat you up, you wouldn't be allowed to talk about it.
You mean
exactly.
You mean the guy who trains with knives?
Yeah, you wouldn't be allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think about DeAndre Ayton?
I think he'll get traded if Durant goes to the Suns.
Brian Windhorst just actually said,
okay,
Durant's focused on landing in Phoenix. One reason that KD requested the trade today, before the start of free agency today, was that so DeAndre Ayton could be included in a potential trade package.
Oh, he cares about the Nets. How nice.
How nice.
How sweet. Durant still cares.
Let me actually give KD credit for this, because he actually did help the Warriors out when he left, because he gave them basically, in that sign and trade, D'Angelo Russell, which turned into Andrew Wiggins, which turned into a championship. So this isn't the first time KD's like helped his team out on the way out.
But I don't think DeAndre Ayton wants to go there. He wants to go to a place where
he doesn't have a choice.
He'll probably be utilized. Actually, he does.
He does?
In a sense, he does, because
in a sense, yeah.
He has to. The only thing you could do to him right now is if he doesn't sign his contract. If he doesn't sign to be in a sign and trade, they can make him a restricted free agent, right? Which I believe he is right now.
Okay.
So what he can do is he could go to a team, say Charlotte or New Orleans, and just be like, "Hey, offer me this much, offer me a max," and Phoenix would have to match it.
Mm-hmm.
And then not only would he have to match it, he would have to sign again, or he could just find another qualifying offer. But if Phoenix matches it, say it's like a super max or a max something in that degree, then you gotta have to find a way to get that contract offloaded onto the Nets, because you have to be like, hey, do you want to pay this contract? 9 times out of 10, the Nets might want to say, that contract is hefty, we might not want to pay that.
Okay. Him in New Orleans would be dangerous. I like that. That's a good one.
I mean, I just threw out a random name, but if
that's a good one though. Think about that.
If he was to go to New Orleans, it would be deadly. But I don't see because he's a lane filler, and I feel like Zion's going to be filling that role this year.
Yeah, Zion fills a lot of space.
Wow.
Jeez. You did that boy like that
unintentionally, like you did it by accident.
No, that was on purpose. That was fully on purpose.
Yo, I saw the little smirk before he said it.
No, to me, he just did it straight face.
That was fully on purpose. Zion's a big boy.
He is.
He's getting there. Leave that man alone.
He is. He's getting there. He's losing the weight. He's doing what he's got to
do. If he was on the Knicks right now, we would have bear goggles eyes, and we'd be like, he's the skinniest person we ever seen.
Nah, that New York pizza would
be like, Zion looks like Manu Bol out there.
Yeah, we would be heaping so many praises on him, like, you're so in shape. You know, that's how everybody should look. That's how New Yorkers would be if we.
That is ideal male fitness if he played in New York. It's like, we want to be like Zion, like
absolutely.
Yeah.
Y'all don't think them bodegas will get to him?
Them chopped cheeses,
the beignets.
No, the bacon, egg, and cheese. That'll get him.
Oh my god.
Or the donuts.
Oh my god. I want to get this around the room.
Yes.
A team prediction for Kevin Durant, because today's the day the news broke. And I want to see how wrong we're all going to be when he gets traded in less than a month. So, Josh, if we were to lock in a prediction the day it broke today, I'm going to save these, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I ain't scared of that. Okay. Come on now.
And we'll play it the Thursday show after he gets traded. So, where do you think he's going?
Phoenix.
Okay. Kory.
He's going to the Charlotte Hornets.
Of course he's going to the Charlotte Hornets, Kory.
All right. Mauricio.
Just to be smart. Why not? Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay. Gina.
I'm going to go with Miami. He said that was on his list. I can see, far as the business side of it, them getting rid of a lot of the players, they can fill up that cap space. And it'll seem like it'll be a seamless trade, for a couple picks, couple guys. That seems like the most realistic to me. So I would go with Miami.
Okay.
What about you, Matt? Yeah. Who you got?
I'm debating between two of the ones you guys said.
Okay.
And I want to be different. But I can't. Because
Dare to be different, Matt.
You want me to be different?
Dare
Fine.
to be different.
Go for it.
Normal people make sensible predictions. It's people that dare to be different keep the show going, bro. Dare to be different right now.
I'm gonna go way out there. I'm just totally grasping at straws here. I'm gonna go the Thunder swing something.
I'm telling y'all, don't sleep.
They have the most assets in terms of future everything of anybody in the league.
They could trade for Kevin Durant, keep Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and trade for somebody else.
They can keep Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Josh Giddey and still get Kevin Durant.
They literally have like 30 picks.
They have that many assets.
They can put Chet at the 4.
Team.
What do you got?
What about Chicago Bulls?
I thought about them, but I feel like they have a lot of immovable pieces. That's the problem there.
No, I actually like that. If he goes back to OKC, they put Chet at the 4. He can be the 3. I know they got a couple 7-footers. True, but they got a couple 7-footers, so they might put one of them at the center.
3-way trade somehow.
You're getting crazy with this.
Look, somehow KD winds up in over in Chicago. Marcus Smart and maybe a couple of picks and some other things wind up in Brooklyn, and Lonzo Ball winds up in Boston as the point guard that they need.
I don't think they're gonna get rid of Smart. I mean, they were they made it all the way to the finals.
They were talking about getting rid of Smart during the season, and he just seems like he's a defensive guy. He's not that guy that really is going to set up everybody. You've seen at certain times it was Jason Tatum who was actually leading the team in assists. Just pointing that out.
Wow.
Okay.
From Kyrie, KD, and Harden to Ben Simmons, Steve Nash, and no draft picks.
This is honestly probably gonna make Steve Nash say, "No, this coaching thing,
not for me. Not for me."
All right, so I want to get to our final thoughts on the world of sports, but first I want to do this. Let's just say our final goodbyes to what was the Brooklyn Nets super team.
R.I.P. Bozos.
Rest in peace to the Brooklyn Nets super team of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and whatever else you want to call it. James Harden was there for a while. Ben Simmons is there now. Ben Simmons is now the future in Brooklyn. May we say our goodbyes.
You will be missed.
You will not be missed.
No.
Brooklyn Nets, you suck.
Oh, the potential dynasty. The dynasty. The most skilled duo of all time. The most skilled trio of all time.
The dynasty, because it's a failed dynasty.
The broken Nets.
The broken Nets.
Broken Nets. There we go.
That is the one.
That's the one.
Delete.
I can't believe I wore a Nets jersey today.
You know what? Oh, I know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Okay, we'll still see tomorrow. Anyway, all right, so let's go around the room with some final thoughts. And anything sports, anything basketball, non-basketball. Josh, you start us off.
I'll go with 2.
Okay.
For the Knicks, I like the idea of Jalen Brunson. I was actually arguing with like a bunch of people on Twitter about Jalen Brunson. Because it's like, no.
I hated everything about Jalen Brunson. I do not want this man on my team.
Nah, you're tripping.
What's wrong with Jalen Brunson? You want to know what's wrong with Jalen Brunson? Because the same assets that we're clearing for Jalen Brunson is the same assets we could have gave to the San Antonio Spurs for DeJounte Murray, who's a way 100% better player. Mm-hmm. He almost averaged a triple-double last year and led the league in steals.
I'm with you. Here's where you're wrong, though. We could have had them both.
The Hawks got him for nothing.
How did the Hawks outbid us? Leon Rose bragging about 11 draft picks in 7 years. Oh, we got that. We got the war chest.
I still think something's coming. I
do too. Hopefully it's that guy in Utah. But
look, how do you lose to a team that is purposely tanking? The San Antonio Spurs is purposely tanking for some French 7-foot guy that's supposed to be coming out in the draft.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, New York, we gotta do better. Jalen Brunson might be a solid player, but I'm gonna make a bold prediction. If we sign him, give him 2 years, we're gonna be calling 2 years. We're gonna be calling for this guy to get out of.
I disagree. I disagree.
You disagree?
What's your other final thought, Josh?
The Mets. So we lost our 4th game in a row to Houston.
Yeah.
Wasn't pretty, especially the way last game ended. But
no,
for Mets fans and people that want to laugh at the Mets, yes, the team that just lost 3 straight games for the first time all season is done. It's about to be July. They lost 3 games in a row for the first time all season.
I love
and it's LOL Mets
writing
again.
them off. I love that. Mets fans are writing them off. Season's over. That's it.
Yeah, come on
time.
now.
Shut up.
Just relax.
Wasn't the score like 9-0 in the bottom of the 3rd though?
No, yesterday's game was 2-0.
2-0
final.
Okay.
That wasn't. I mean, it ended terribly. We'll get into that later. But Kory, final thought.
I got 2. One, Logan Paul signing with the
come on. I was going to say that.
Logan Paul signing with the WWE.
That's a joke.
No, time out. He actually did a pretty good job, and he actually might have a future in it.
I just don't like him at all.
The second thing is UCLA and USC leaving the Pac-12 and joining the Big Ten. The Pac-12 is basically...
Wait, the Big Ten?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I knew they were in the Pac-12. I thought they were in the Big 12 or something.
Who's left in the Big...
The Big 10, not Big 12.
Big 10.
Wow.
I believe, Big 10.
Wow. That's actually something. That's amazing.
And I think they'll be able to face good competition and actually might be in contention.
USC is going to be good.
To possibly be in holding to try to get into that NCAA playoffs.
Mauricio, what do you got out of the Kory Stoyers? Anything?
Man, he
want me
took
to skip
Logan
you?
Paul.
You want to elaborate?
Yeah, what the heck? Sports entertainment. I mean, Money in the Bank will be Saturday at MGM Grand. I mean, I'm thinking Cody Rhodes is coming back, man.
That's for the wrestling fans out there.
Okay, Gina, you got any real sports?
Wrestling is a real sport.
Why you
I like
shot
it.
like that?
Watch it.
What do you got, Gina? We got to go. What do you got?
Kyrie's definitely going to the Lakers. That's just my final take. He's definitely going to the Lakers. It would be stupid if he didn't.
Russ about to get to New York and be like, no, I do what I want.
I do what I want.
Don't forget, up next is Profumi d'Italia.
That's right, Kory. Very, very nice pronunciation. Very, very good job.
Thank you.
And here's my final thought. So we talked about this kid before, Josh. This Pirates prospect that came up, O'Neal Cruz, right?
Good.
I watched this video of him today, and I've seen all these highlights of him before. Think about this. He's the same height as Aaron Judge. And
Really?
he's 6'7", like Aaron Judge. His sprint speed is faster than that of Tyreek Hill.
Was this guy created in a lab or something? What the hell?
Oh, I'm not done. He throws harder than Max Scherzer.
Wow. But I'm not surprised seeing some of his highlights. Some of those throws to first base, unreal.
And in his first game, he hit a double, 115 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
This is the future of baseball.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited for that.
Absolutely. Pittsburgh Pirates, they got a good one.
Yeah, I mean he'll be traded in 4 years, but you know he won't last there. He'll win MVP and just dip. But
he's going to be another one of those future Mets.
No, I wouldn't say that. He'll just go somewhere.
Yeah,
like McCutchen, all the Marte, all these guys they have, they just leave.
The Pirates tank job has been so blatant. Like I root for their downfalls. It's a joke.
It's an absolute joke. But
agreed.
That'll do it for us here today on WHPC Sports Talk. From Gina Halstead, Mauricio Mendoza, Kory David, and Josh Umahi, I am Matt Leonard saying thank you for listening on the voice of Nassau Community College 90.3 WHPC.